Hello guys, it's me Simo Orahara, and in this video I want to talk about Aizen Sosuke's return in the final arc or in the Quincy arc. Was it good or bad, and what did Aizen Sosuke add to the last arc of value? Will Kobo change his mind regarding Aizen in the anime version? We'll talk about all these questions in this video. So to begin with, when we talk about Aizen Sosuke, we're talking about one of the pillars of Bleach story, if I didn't say the biggest one. He was able to make the story of Bleach stand out with the legendary plot twist of betrayal, which launched the story of Bleach to another level of greatness. But the thing that Aizen Sosuke contributed to Bleach is that he gave a deeper purpose to the story. For example, since Byakuya and Renji came to the real world and took Rukia with them, the story at that time knew the true beginning, so that Ichigo had a clear goal, which is to save Rukia from execution, and this falls within his general goal of protecting the people he loves. So that Bleach story readers were excited about the rest of the upcoming events. Will he succeed in saving Rukia or not? And in Ichigo's mission to achieve his goal of saving Rukia, we have seen those wonderful fights between the Shinigami until the events of the arc reached their climax, with Ichigo saving Rukia from execution. And here we had come to a crossroads. So Ichigo saved Rukia. What then? Will Ichigo fight all the Shinigami one by one? What will be Ichigo's next goal? And here is where Kobo will use the card of Aizen Sosuke, so that Aizen Sosuke will become the one who will carry the torch of the new story goal. Because after Rukia saved by Ichigo, the truth of Aizen Sosuke was revealed to us. It appeared to us who is Aizen Sosuke and what is his true goal, which is to ascend to the royal palace and sit on the empty throne. And there, Ichigo, who is the hero of the story, became just part of Aizen Sosuke's plan or Aizen Sosuke's goal. Furthermore, we learn the truth about that goal in some detail in chapter 223, one of the big chapters of the story. For the first time we hear that there is someone called Ryo, and he is the king of Shinigami or the king of souls, and that he lives within the royal palace. And in order for Aizen to break into the royal palace, he must create the Oken by destroying the city of Karakura. Thus, because of Aizen Sosuke, Kobo had given another dimension to the story and made the readers open new doors to their imaginations about who Ryo is, and is there a royal family or not, and who are the Zero Squad members who protect Ryo, and will Aizen really achieve that goal? So it appears to you, the coherence of the story, big part of it was due to Aizen's goal, but the story at some point seemed to reach its end through Aizen's closeness to reaching his goal, especially after he defeated the Gucci 13 members led by Yamamoto. There remained only the last battle between Ichigo and Aizen Sosuke that would have decided the fate of the story. Either Aizen Sosuke's success in ascending to the royal palace or his defeat at the hands of Ichigo. So I can understand why some people thought that Bleach ended with the end of Aizen Sosuke's battle against Ichigo, since some people thought that everything was related to Aizen Sosuke. And in the end, this is not true, because first and foremost, Aizen remains just part of the story of Bleach, not the story of Bleach. And secondly, Aizen was not finished, and here we will go to the main point of this video. If Aizen Sosuke was going to end as a character at the end of the Arankara arc, Kubo would have killed him in that battle, and his role would end forever. But no, as it turns out that Aizen, with the possession of Hogyoku, he obtained the ability of immortality, and they sent him to the Mugen, and that was a clear indication that Aizen Sosuke still has a role in the whole story of Bleach. And this was the real discussion between the fans back then. How it's gonna be Aizen's return, and when? Because Aizen's last conversation with Orohara Kisuke had showed us more about his perspective. He considered Ryo just a thing, not even a person. So, would Aizen's return, if it occurred, be a continuation of what he wants? I mean, he will return as a main villain and pursue his goal of removing Ryo and imposing a new role. Or will he have another goal? The important thing is that after the end of the Fullbring arc, Kubo announced before the start of the Quincy arc that Aizen Sosuke will be back again. And from Kubo's speech back then, it began to appear that Aizen Sosuke will not return as before, meaning that he will no longer be the enemy of the Shinigami. How is that? First, what Aizen Sosuke was trying to do, Yhwach did it. Yhwach stormed the royal palace and killed Ryo, and removed him from existence. And Ryo is the one who was defended by the Shinigami. Thus, there is no longer a point of contradiction between the Shinigami and Aizen, especially after Yhwach became the new king, so to speak. And this new king, Aizen has given him clear hints that he will not accept being under his rule, because Yhwach had previously offered Aizen Sosuke to join him, but he didn't. Because in the first place, Aizen will not accept being under anyone, especially someone like Yhwach. And therefore I think that whether Aizen or Kyoraku thought the same thing, neither one of them wants to accept being ruled by someone like Yhwach. So Kyoraku turned directly to Aizen Sosuke and asked for help, and Aizen's exit from the Muken was majestic. His meeting with Gucci 13 was also good, and how he intervened and stopped Yhwach's power, and all of those things were good. But the problem, I think, is that what happened to Aizen Sosuke is what happened to many other characters. Kubo was accelerating the story so badly, and therefore even Aizen's appearance was not bright as it was supposed to be. That is, it is true, Aizen Sosuke's appearance in the Quincy arc in itself is a big deal, but I wished that Aizen would have another role bigger than that short fight he fought against Yhwach. For example, to see something related to his past and what is his true relationship with Ryo, did he ever see him, or something like that, or a prolonged fight against Yhwach, where he uses other abilities that give us what level of strength he has reached. And one of the funny things that happened to Aizen Sosuke is that his goal, as we said, was from the beginning to reach the Riot Palace and kill Ryo. However, everyone went to the Riot Palace except him, and I'm talking about almost everyone, the vice captains like Omaida, while Aizen Sosuke remained the only one who didn't go to the Riot Palace. So I'm curious to see what addition Kubo might make regarding Aizen Sosuke. We will see a new battle added to it, or that his battle against Yhwach will be prolonged, especially since we talk about the final battle in that arc. And I do think now we have a high chance to see the official appearance of Aizen from the Muken in the second core, because Kyoraku visits Aizen in chapter 616, and in the next chapter it was the first appearance of Aizen. So the second core probably will adapt the chapters until chapter 619, which has the second meeting between Yuryu and Ichigo. So if that happens, the end of the second core will be exceptional, with the appearance of Aizen and also the flashback of Okitake. But the most important for me is Aizen Sosuke and also Okitake. But Aizen, I want to see how Kubo gonna deal with this first appearance of Aizen from the Muken, and if he's gonna add something new. So guys, what do you think about all of this, about Aizen and the version of the anime? We're gonna see a new battle of him, or new technique, or a flashback? Tell me in the comments guys, and see you in my next video.